Yeah, it's kind of. Someone will turn it.
Good morning. There we are. So welcome, and please, if you have your cell phone with you, be certain that you have silenced your phone. Even vibrate would not be appropriate today, so please make sure it is on silent. Good morning and welcome to this special service. Please be seated.
With sincere mind and heart, please make your bow to the Buddha. With sincere mind and heart, please bow to your family. With sincere mind and heart, please bow to your ordaining teachers.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I'd like to very much welcome Setsho's family and friends and all folks who are visiting this temple for the first time, as well as all the old hands who have come to know this building and come to know this practice. We're doing something today that is probably one of the most serious things we do in the community, and that is to recognize when we see a priest arising. You should know that this tradition of recognizing an ordination is, from the very beginning of the Buddhist tradition, been at the heart of how we ensure that the practice continues. We're all here today, and it's his fault. see what you've done. Okay, so strap in, everybody. If any time during the ceremony, which is somewhat extensive, you'll all officially have a black belt in Buddhist ceremony by the time this is done. So if you need to use the restroom or take a little stretch or something, it's entirely acceptable to do that, just to make sure everyone knows. And please do sit comfortably, okay? The first thing that we need to do is to invoke the presence of the 10 aspects of the Buddha and the ancestors. So let us begin.
We invoke the presence and blessing of all Buddhas throughout space and time, the ancestors of the Daishin Kokuji Temple, particularly the first great woman teacher, Mahaprajnapati, and all her sisters whose names have been left unsung. The great teachers in India, particularly great teachers of the Nalanda, including great teacher Nagarjuna, great teacher Chandrakirti, and great teacher Shantideva. Great teachers in China, particularly great teacher Bodhidharma and great teacher Huineng. Great teachers in Japan, particularly the founders of our Soto school, great teacher Eihei Dogen and great teacher Keizan Jokin. The great teachers from Tibet, particularly great teacher Tsongkhapa, great teacher Pabanka Rinpoche, and great teacher Gelek Rinpoche. The first teachers in the West, particularly our founders, great teacher G.U. Kennett and great teacher Robert Aiken.
I think that might be yours. For invoking the 7 Buddhas, I will intone, and then I'll hit the little clappers, and then if you can intone back, we'll do this as call and response. Please be aware that what we're doing now is a very real thing, bringing the ancestors here as witnesses and as aids. Namu past 7 Buddhas. Namu Shakyamuni Buddha. Manjushri Bodhisattva. Sammantra Bhadra Bodhisattva. Successive teachers.
Great successive teachers.
Being one with the Buddha and the 10 directions, with all sentient beings, raise the Bodhi mind. Let the supreme way be realized. Being one with the Dharma in the 10 directions, with all sentient beings, realize all sutras. Let wisdom be like the ocean. Being one with the Sangha in the 10 directions, with all sentient beings, lead the people. Let harmony pervade everywhere. May they all be present here as witnesses to the ordination of Reverend Anthony Setsho Fontana. It is so.
The way is perfect, like vast space, where there's no lack and no excess. The person who does not realize this truth wanders lost in a world of confusion and hurt, while the person who realizes the way is immediately at home. To be able to play freely in the field of awakening, it is necessary to let go of our clinging. Today, in this ordination ceremony, you make your vow to open your hands and let all be free. Have no doubt, there is nothing that surpasses this opening of your hands, letting go of our clinging and entering the great way. Today, Setsho, you shave your head and you put on the Buddha's robes. Cutting your hair is a sign of cutting the root of clinging. Changing your clothing is a sign you step out of the cycle of delusion, opening the way of freedom for yourself and for all beings. These symbols were created to remind you to cut the root of delusion, to release that tight grasp, to open your hands, allowing you to hold all things gently with love, compassion, and wisdom.
Remember, Setsho, among all the Buddhas in the three worlds, no one awakened without opening their hand, letting go of dualistic views and realizing bodhicitta. So this is a special time. Making such a vow is rare in the events of the world, extraordinarily rare in the events of this world. The way of ordination is vowing to walk the path of awakening with all of your heart, all of your mind, and all of your being. Setsho, please notice, please attend closely. Your body-mind is turning from its endless wandering among the abandoned grasses, and you, this day, are being reborn into the country of no birth, into the native land of all Buddhas. Delusion does not cease, and yet, in this moment, your original face, your true nature is revealed. Having nothing with which to cover your round head and wearing your Buddha's robes, you stand out a witness before the world. If you follow this path truly, whoever comes into contact with you receives great benefit. This is so. Your abode is beyond the three worlds, and yet its virtue pervades the 10 directions. You walk equally among Buddhas and ancestors. Remember your teachers and remember your true nature. Respect the way of the Buddhas as your very heart.
It is said, in the drifting, wandering world, it's very difficult to cut our clinging. But now you are vowing to let go and to realize the truth beyond self and other. This is true gratitude. This is the way of love and compassion. Setsho, think of your parents and thank them for having given you this life. Consider carefully the mysterious karma that brought you here to this place, this time, in this event. Think of what your loved ones, your parents, your children, your spouse have done for you. And further consider what your Sangha has done to bring you to this moment. Think of your teachers. Thanks to them, you are now able to dedicate your life freely to the welfare and service of all beings. Now, Setsho, recall the world of boundlessness. That you can do this is indeed rare. So far beyond the imagination of those caught in the tangle of self and other. When, for the first time, Bodhisattvas raise the Bodhi mind in the midst of birth and death, single-mindedly seeking awakening, the merit they derive from this very moment is broad, deep, and truly boundless. Though Tathagatas may explain it minutely, the direct experience of its healing truth can never be exhausted.
I'll show everybody. So at this moment, we will begin the tonsure, which is the cutting of the hair. And so you'll see that this center area will be transformed into a very tiny barbershop, pop-up barbershop. And please go ahead and begin the preparations for this. This has, since the very beginning of the tradition, been one of the most recognizable aspects of ordination. This tradition has maintained itself in every culture and every place where ordinations have occurred since the very beginning. We participate in that together here today. As this process unfolds, the practice for us all is, as we breathe in, to silently say, being one with Buddha, and the next breath being one with Dharma, and the next breath being one with Sangha. And in this way, we send our intention and our blessing to Setsho, and a little bit of help to Ankin to make sure she doesn't cut him. Be one with Buddha. Be one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. Be one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. Be one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. Be one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. Be one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. Dharma. One with Sangha. One with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. One with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. One with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. One with Buddha. And one with Dharma. One with Sangha. One with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. One with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. And one with Buddha. And one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. One with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. Be one with Dharma. Be one with Sangha. Be one with Buddha. One with Dharma. One with Sangha. At this time, I'd invite you all to stand up and stretch a little bit. If you need to use the restrooms, please feel free to do so at this time. Liturgical intermission. I'm going to do a quick volume check. Is that easier for you to hear me now? A little bit.
Thank you very much. Please be seated.
Okay, thank you, everybody. So having shaved the head, now there will be the giving of prizes. Let's see, what do I have? Sure, 3 vows. I think we need that. Yeah, just for a second. There we go. Don't go away.
Setsho. Now I give you the inner robe of the Buddha.
Three vows, please. So you may notice that there's a little bit left in the back. This is called the shura. And traditionally, when someone has a fuller head of hair, it rests right on the center point, and we've got a good workable, let me see. Oh yeah, that's workable. So, this is the last little bit. And this is ceremonially and ritually, and a bit of Buddhist magic has to do with removing and uprooting the last obstacles to this vocation blossoming forth. Together we'll read. This last hair is called the shura. Only a Buddha can cut it off. Now we will cut it. Will you allow us to cut it?
I will allow it.
There you go. Shaving the head and cutting the shura, cutting your clinging, you are now in the path of Buddha. With the mind of awakening, you are free to help all beings in the realms of suffering.
Leaving home, I seek the boundless way, freed from my ancient karma, freed from my clinging, freed from form and color. Everything is changed except my desire to live in truth with all beings. Embracing the path of love and compassion, I vow to free all who suffer.
May it be so. Don't go away, Eka. Hold on a second. Attention, attention, attention. The lineage chart of the ancestors is being given to Reverend Renan Setsho on this day. It is so.
So what does Renan Setsho actually mean? So Renan comes from Rinzin and Doan. So a little part Rinzin, a little part Doan, and Setsho is all him. So the Rin part is from Rinsen's name, which means wheel-turning wizard. So Setsho is wheel-turning. And of course, we've seen him rolling and tumbling around the Zendo many times. Have we not? Especially that no talent show, you were really, you were rocking hard there.
Lots of wheels turning there.
And then the on part is from my name, Do-on, which means way of warm-heartedness. And we've all felt Setsho's warm-heartedness, have we not? In the hug, in the smile, in the caring, in his presence. And Setsho means snowflake. And he got this name because he had an awakening experience during one of our retreats where we were working on a particular koan that had to do with snow. It was early on, actually, in your training.
Every snowflake lands in just the right place.
Yes. And of course, you know, snowflakes melt. And we've all seen Setsho weeping and melting and tenderizing.
Beautiful.
So thus, Renan Setsho. Okay.
At this time, Do-on Sensei will incense and bless the zagu. This is a particularly finicky and unpleasant zagu that gets passed down to the first, whoever's being ordained at the time. And it's traditional now that Setsho will have an okesa to wear, which is the larger kind of wraparound version of the Buddha's robe. The tradition is that that robe never touches the ground. And so we have these things called zagu, which are bowing mats. So you'll see when the soon-to-be Reverend Setsho officiates at liturgies, he will use this finicky and obstinate zagu until he gets a better one to officiate the services.
Renan Setsho, receive the zagu, the bowing mat.
It's fussing with you already. That's not going to stay that way. Okay. You have some words, brother.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Setsho, Buddha's disciple, receive the zagu, with our tradition said to be made according to the Buddha's own. I will use it and protect the Dharma.
May it be so. And now I will incense the priest bowls. They're a little more complicated and confusing than the regular ones. Congratulations. Reverend Setsho, I give you now the priest bowls of the Buddha way. Receive them and practice with them always.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Setsho, Buddha's disciple, receive the Buddha's bowls that are just enough for gratefully receiving and eating. I will use these bowls made by the ancestors and follow their sacred meaning. The endless merit of the Buddhas and ancestors fills these bowls. I vow to offer it to all beings.
May it be so.
I'll now incense the kesa, and the kesa is the outer robe that a priest wears, and Setsho has been working on sewing this kesa for quite a while now, and many, many hands from the Sangha have put stitches in this kesa. So this is a real community expression of his priesthood. Okay. Interestingly, one does not become a priest unless you are blessed by the community and the Sangha. And Setsho certainly has been. Setsho received the kesa of the Buddhas.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Setsho, Buddha's disciple, receive this Uttara Sangha robe of 7 panels, each panel made from 2 long pieces and 1 short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
May it be so.
Goes underneath.
Those who have received the Raksu, I invite you now to place it on the head, and we'll recite the verse of the kesa together.
Vast is the robe of liberation, of formless field of benefaction.
Renan Setsho, now wearing the clothes of the Buddha and having the Tathagata's bowls, we will give you the Bodhisattva Precepts. Wishing to receive the precepts, first of all, you should confess and atone using the verse given to us by our ancestors along this great way. Together, please.
Gatha of Atonement. All evil karma ever committed by me, sentence of
Setsho. Having confessed and made atonement, you have purified your body, mouth, and thought. This purification arises within the mystery of atonement, our turning from separation and toward the way. Next, you reveal yourself as the three treasures which have the virtues and merits of the one body. Once you reveal yourself as the three treasures, all virtues and merits will be in complete accord. We will now be blessing the wisdom water, which is same for all of us. We only have to realize it. And Kaishin and Suize will be going around blessing everyone with wisdom water.
As you receive the water, please respond with a gasho.
Really? Okay. There, he got a little life in him.
As their karma requires,
He's going around again.
Oh my God. There's still water in the bowl, is there?
Okay, bringing it home there, bro.
To be honest, I lost the pattern.
Like, yeah. And back at you. See, the joyful thing you get to do when you're a priest. All right. The three treasures. Ready? Be one with the Buddha.
Being one with the Buddha.
Be one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Dharma.
Being one with the Sangha.
Being one with the Sangha.
Be one with the Buddha, in oneness, the awakened nature of all beings.
Being one with Buddha, in oneness, the awakened nature of all beings.
Be one with the Dharma, in diversity, the ocean of wisdom and compassion.
Being one with the Dharma, in diversity, the ocean of wisdom and compassion.
Being one with the Sangha, in harmony, the interdependence of all.
being one with the Sangha, the harmony, the interdependence of all.
The Buddha has been revealed.
The Buddha has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The three treasures are revealed. From now on, the Tathagata, Buddha, complete awakening, and perfect wisdom are your guides. Do not follow misleading or false ways. Because of the benevolent compassion of the Tathagata, you have been able to reveal the three treasures. Will you maintain them?
I will.
Will you maintain them?
I will.
Will you really maintain them?
I will really, really maintain them.
3 bows, please. Next, you will receive the 3 pure precepts. Not knowing, thereby giving up fixed ideas about yourself and the universe, will you vow to cease from evil?
I will.
Bearing witness to the joy and suffering of the world, will you vow to practice good?
I will.
Healing yourself and healing others, do you vow to save all beings?
I will.
These are the 3 pure precepts. Will you maintain them?
I will maintain them.
Will you maintain them?
I will maintain them.
Will
Will you really maintain them?
I will.
3 bows. The 10 grave precepts. Recognizing that you are not separate from all that is, will you vow to take up the way of not killing?
I will.
Being satisfied with what you have, will you take up the way of not stealing?
I will.
Treating all beings with respect and dignity, will you vow to take up the way of not misusing sexuality?
I will.
Listening and speaking from your heart, will you vow to take up the way of not speaking falsely?
I will.
Cultivating a mind that sees clearly, will you vow to take up the way of not intoxicating mind and body?
I will.
Unconditionally accepting what each moment has to offer, will you vow to take up the way of not discussing the faults of others?
I will.
Speaking what you perceive to be truth, without guilt, without blame, will you vow to take up the way of not praising yourself while abusing others?
I will.
Using all the ingredients of your life, will you vow to take up the way of not sparing the Dharma assets?
I will.
Transforming suffering into wisdom, will you vow to take up the way of not indulging in anger?
I will.
Honoring your life as an instrument of the great way, will you vow to take up the way of not defaming the 3 treasures?
I will.
These 16 precepts, the 3 treasures, the 3 pure precepts, and the 10 grave precepts originated in the Sangha of Shakyamuni Buddha and have been transmitted through the generations of Buddhas and ancestors to us. Now we have given them to you. Will you maintain these precepts as your very life?
I will.
Will you maintain these precepts as your very life?
I will.
Will you really maintain these
precepts as
I
your very
will.
life?
least 2 mistakes already. Excellent.
When sentient beings receive the precepts, they enter the realm of the Buddhas. This is the Buddha nature, complete and absolute. Oh, did I make a
Wait a
mistake?
second. We are here. The 3 treasures are revealed. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Oh, we have to start the whole thing over, guys. Where the heck are we? Oh, you're here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we can continue.
When sentient beings receive the precepts, they enter the realm of the Buddhas. This is the Buddha treasure, complete and absolute awakening. Truly, those who embrace the precepts are the children of the Buddha.
The wheel of the Dharma turns and turns. Each generation manifests the great way. Today, you, Setsho, join the lineage of ancestors and raise the Bodhi mind.
All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who reside in the 10 directions, please
please.
listen to me. O teachers, please listen to me. By means of my virtuous roots and the nature of generosity, ethics, or meditation, which I, in this and all other lives, cultivated, enjoined others to cultivate or rejoiced in the cultivation of, I will generate the spirit of great, unexcelled, perfect enlightenment from now until I reach the heart of enlightenment, just as the earlier perfect Buddhas who are Arhats or Tathagatas and the great Bodhisattvas who reside on the high levels generated the spirit of unexcelled, perfect enlightenment. I will liberate all beings who are not liberated. I will free all living beings who are not freed. I will relieve those without relief. I will cause to reach nirvana those who have not reached it.
May it be so.
Now we'll have the ceremony of recognition. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Attention, attention, attention. Certificate of Ordination. Anthony Fontana, the Reverend Renan Setsho, has been given a kesa, priest bowls, and the Bodhisattva Precepts of Soto Zen. 31 July 2022, Daishin Kokuji Buddhist Temple of Toledo. Signed, Ryudo Rinsen and Ryudo Doan. It is so.
Buddha recognizes Buddha, and Buddha bows to Buddha.
At this time, Reverend Setsho will circumambulate, not losing track of the pattern. As he does, he will be making gasho, and please return his presence with a gasho of your own. On this occasion, auspicious signs appear in all the 10 directions. The earth trembles and blossoms fall. All bodhisattvas ask all the Buddhas, what is the meaning of such an extraordinary sign? All Buddhas reply, in this world, somewhere, a follower of the Buddha's teaching has received the Bodhisattva precepts from their teachers, who has previously received them from their teachers. All bodhisattvas resolve to observe the precepts timelessly. Therefore, the universe manifests joyfulness.
Setsho, the Bodhisattvas vow to assist all those who renounce the suffering of the samsaric ego as ordained priests. Now that you have ordained, you practice and study together with all the Buddhas. Therefore, accept all Buddhas as witnesses and teachers, and accept the Bodhisattvas as your fellow practitioners.
Please, Setsho, be mindful of these precepts moment after moment, realizing them in your daily life. Due to the ripening of this great opportunity, your body now rests in the Dharma world. Realize that the whole world is involved in maintaining these precepts.
Setsho, in these precepts there is no subject and no object, and so of course there is no merit either. Within this mystery, our practice is timeless and boundless. Preserve the good roots of these precepts and share the Buddha way with all sentient beings.
Reverend Setsho, you have received the Buddha's precepts, and all beings have therefore entered Buddhahood. With your name and your robe, with the lineage of transcendent wisdom, truly you are a child of Buddha. You are one with all beings.
So, anyone who wishes is now invited to come up and get in line and say some words of encouragement to our new priest, Setsho. Ushers, please assist.
Oh.
And we'll be lining up right here.
Do we have an extra large box of Kleenex for the Reverend?
There you go. Setsho. So, what I'm thinking about today is my first day of sesshin, when I showed up, and you were the first fellow practitioner who came that day. And what is striking me is how, from that moment, from the very moment I met you, you have been modeling this way for me. You have been a shining example of practice for me and for everybody else in our community. And while today is your ordination, you have been on the path to this priesthood from the moment I met you. You've been doing it since the moment I met you. Thank you so much for your practice, and thank you so much for showing me this way. I love you, brother.
So I have a special gift for the Sangha, and Setsho, this is from the Sangha, your meditation group, our families, and our friends. Don't cry on me now, I got a long thing. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, so one of the Zen centers traditionally have what are called the 4 instruments of the temple, and we happen to have 3 of them. That's the temple drum, the temple bell, the densho, the fish drum, the makugyo for all the creatures of the water, and the 4th that we're missing is the umpan, or the cloud plate, for all the creatures of the air. And we are donating one to the temple, and I'm really sorry that it's not here yet. It is a very beautiful and apparently complicated instrument to make, and we are having a master gong maker make one for the temple by hand. The shape was drawn by Anthony's daughter Apollonia, and there are lots and lots of notes here. We had a really great project where we called a lot of temples, and we asked them not only how their umpans look, and I have tons of photos that people sent us, and people also sent us the ring patterns for how they ring them. And so this is the meal bell, because Setsho loves to cook. Yeah. So it rings in that awkward space where we're setting up the chairs and the tray tables and bringing out the cards and everybody shuffling around, and it rings like the densho. So I think it'll be a really beautiful addition to the temple. And the dedication that's etched on the back says, "May the sound of this bell ring throughout the 10 directions, dissolving obstructions, filling all beings with ease and joy. Daishin Kokuji 2022.
If I may. When the hand of God is on your life, nobody can stop you from being blessed. We are blessed to be Anthony and Michael's parents. When Anthony was young, I knew he had a good soul. He always had a kind heart and befriended those who needed him. Michael was the same way. Anthony, your whole family is giving you all of our love and support. Be calm, be at peace as you enter your new calling to be of service. And we always love you.
Setsho, I love you too, and you are blessed. I want to share 2 memories of ways you've served my practice and served the Sangha that I think are evocative of what you've done for so many people. Very early on, maybe a month or 2 after I started practicing here, you came out for coffee in Ann Arbor with us, and you were heartbroken about people who came through the Sangha and left. You were in tears. And I was very new to practice, and the enormity of your care for all beings, all practitioners, everyone you had practiced with, were practicing with, and would eventually later practice with, just rang in me like a bell through all the years and continues to ring. And I know that we're all in good stead, those of us who are here today, everyone who's ever met you, and everyone who will. that we're all in your heart, and it's so obvious and manifest at all times. And then I want to share one other story. Somehow, at the 2015 Jukai retreat, somehow you were the assistant Tanto, and I was the Tanto. It was my first time being the retreat leader. And the Zendo flooded. and so everything was very wet, and I had no idea what to do. All plans out the window. I didn't know what to do with plans being out the window. And you just rode that wave of chaos to bail out the Zendo and the retreat. And life's like that sometimes, right? The plan's always out the window. There's no one I would rather bail out in the chaos with than you. And the Sangha is so lucky to have you there for all those moments, innumerable. I can think of no one better to be at our side. Thank you.
Little brother.
Setsho, I remember when I started coming to temple in 2015, and my mind was all over the place, and it would be during Zazen, and I was like, how am I ever going to get through 15 minutes? And I was looking for patterns in the carpet, and my eyes were wandering all over the Zendo, and often you would be sitting across from me. And I would see you sitting perfectly straight, and I was starting to get to know some of the things that were challenging in your life. And I would see you there, and I would think to myself, I want to sit like that. I want to sit like that. And it kept me coming back so that eventually my mind was not wandering anymore, and I was able to sit. And I'm so grateful that you were sitting across from me, and I was able to see that example. Thank you.
I just want to start off by saying, I'm so glad you got a haircut. And I'm so thankful to have you as my father, and I'm so proud of you, and I love you so much.
I would like to say that I'm very proud of you and all the hard work you did to reach this far and reach your goal, and I love you, Dad.
How am I supposed to follow that? Reverend Setsho, my goodness. Boy, does that sound nice to say. All this precepts has me thinking of when we went through Jukai in the barn dome at Black Oak Farm. Remember that? The rain was so loud. Do you remember? Dharma rain. Remember that? We were doing our precepts. We were trying to say our vows. The rain was so loud we couldn't hear each other, barely hear each other. I think everybody heard you today. May your vows be fully realized, and may you serve the Sangha with generosity and compassion.
Setsho. Waited a long time to tell you these words. I've waited for the right moment. So let's try to get through this. When I first came into practice, there was a moment where my suffering had started getting the best of me, and it got to the point where I could no longer practice, and I left the temple. But right before I walked out the door that day, he stopped me. I wasn't ready to talk to anyone about it, but that little moment of compassion brought me back to practice. And from some perspectives, saving all sentient beings can be a pretty daunting task. But at least you saved one in this lifetime, so maybe walk the path together for many more.
Setsho, I just want to thank you for every tear you've ever cried in the Zendo, outside the Zendo. We joke about it, and they can fill aquariums, I think. But for somebody that doesn't cry often, it sends a message to me that this practice is about shit that's real, and it's about pain, and it's about heart. And so I want to thank you for every tear you've cried. I love you.
Setsho, fellow hugger and crier in the Dharma, I just want to tell you that I appreciate you. I've known you a little while, not as long as some, longer than others. And I just appreciate your practice and the inspiration that you give me. Personally, you are a port in the storm for me many times, mentally in my heart, and I think you know why. You are an inspiration and a model for me for that. And I count on you even when you don't know it. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your practice, and thank you for being completely human while doing it. I am so grateful for that.
This southern kid comes up from Chattanooga to a session pre-COVID, having no idea what to expect in the Zen Buddhist temple. And from the moment I saw you with no words, I knew that you were my brother. And I want you to know that even with the 600 miles between us, I feel like every interaction you have not only given and shown one of the most compelling models of compassion and wisdom I've ever encountered, but it just felt real, finally, through you. And I want to thank you for that practice. Thank you for being my brother.
Setsho, I just want to wish you every blessing on the way. And thank you for always tantoing Jukai and Rohatsu.
Man, you know, I've always loved snow. And sometimes we get a little snow. Sometimes we get a lot of snow. Sometimes they threaten snow, and sadly we wouldn't get any. But you've taught me that snow is wonderful, and that this Dharma is like I don't know. I'm gonna go off the rails and not even know what to say, because you're just so beautiful, man. And the work that you do here, and the guidance that I've received from you, sometimes you knew you were given it, sometimes you knew you didn't know. And working alongside you has been a deep honor. And I love you, man, and thank you.
Setsho, the first time we did sesshin together and open sozan together, I remember watching you break yourself open to share your experience, and after it was all said and done, and we were just eating breakfast, I remember saying to somebody, I really want to make sure Setsho is okay. That looked really intense. And they said, don't worry about it. He does this all the time. And I remember thinking, how could it's never as casual as that. It's never so casual to break yourself open repeatedly. And even though it is true that you do that all the time, I really thank you for showing me that it's okay to do that. Because the times I've had dramatic moments at sesshin, I've never felt embarrassed about them because you showed me that path. Thank you for your practice.
Setsho. From the minute I met you, you have your hands in everything. You're one of the busiest people that I think I've ever known. And it's always in service of other people, wholeheartedly. And like, I see you doing these things and there's just joy that comes through you. And it's the most beautiful thing. I remember coming up to the temple and not knowing anything, and not knowing anybody, and being really confused about what I'm doing here and why I'm here. And you opened your home to me, both of you, and you welcomed me in, and you showed me love and friendship and warmth and wisdom and compassion and joy. And I'm just so grateful for you. You're such a beautiful example of everything that can be right in the world, I think. And I just want to say thank you for all of those moments. Thank you for your practice.
Setsho, may you be peaceful and at ease, and may you be happy. And please continue to express all the various facets of being human.
Setsho, today is my 52nd birthday, and yeah. And I just want to say that you are the greatest gift to all of us. The Sangha is so fortunate, and I am so fortunate. Setsho is the games master of our role-playing group, Dungeons and Dragons, whatever. And people mock it, and it's nerdy, but you have not seen joy until you have seen Setsho do voices and stories and just this amazing, amazing person. And I just wanted to say that the smallest things can mean so much. During COVID lockdown, when I was by myself, meeting online, that Setsho arranged for us to meet through Zoom, and that got me through it. And you just mean so much, and I'm so grateful. So thank you.
Reverend Setsho, thank you so much for all you have done. I am just filled with joy at this day, thinking about the space you created for us in the Jukai process. After I flung myself into it, following a whole 45 days of online practice in Buddhism, I found myself completely overwhelmed at a couple of points, and it was being able to come to those sessions week in and week out with your patient warmth and kindness. And I just knew that no matter what it was I had to say or deal with, you were going to be supportive, and I could count on you. And you made the Jukai process for me very deep and meaningful, and I look forward to continued practice with you. Reverend Shukke. Thank you.
Joe, a lot of people have come here, and said when they first started coming, you were there for them. And when I first started coming, it's been 10 years now, and there were it was a real diverse group of people in the temple, and everyone had their own kind of way to be a Zen person. And I was wondering what kind of Zen person I am, and who would be a model for me. How can I be a Zen person? And you have this way of being, Setsho, you're not in it for yourself at all. You're just like here for everyone. And I wish I could live up to that kind of ideal and be the kind of person of Zen that you are, Setsho. You'll always be a model of practice for me. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Setsho. I'm so glad I got to be around to watch a priest arising, compassionate, strong, masculine, and not afraid to let the tears flow. It's been wonderful.
Setsho, I too love you.
Setsho, I know that I personally don't know you very well, but you know my dad really well, and you've been such an amazing friend to him, and I'm so very glad that he's had you and that all of these people have had you, because you've clearly had such an amazing impact on them. And I think the bald look really suits you.
Setsho, my first session was before black robes existed for anybody but the teachers, and everybody was wearing gray robes except for Jika and me in the red room, where we were all packed in like sardines. And we did this thing called open sozan that I did not know what this was, where people were supposed to share their experience of the retreat. And a complete stranger to me burst into tears intensely beside me. I mean, I did not know you at all. And I remember the thought of like, what is this guy's deal? And I am so grateful that over the past 6 years, you have shown us your deal, and you're going to continue showing us this model of authentic practice. I love you so much.
Setsho, the deal is real.
I have a haiku I wrote for the occasion. Before I say a few things, so see how this goes. Of clouds and water, this I see. What a wonder. We are all snowflakes. Of clouds and water, the priest path of here and now, snowflakes, emptiness. Of clouds and water, a journey along the shore, here melts a snowflake. Of clouds and water, this grateful heart grows bigger to be here for you. It has been a wonderful, wonderful joy and benefit, and I'm so grateful to my teachers and their teachers and our lineage of teachers for carrying this wonderful practice of love and joy to us, and freedom and liberation and bringing others freedom from suffering. It is my great pleasure. And I'm so spiritually nourished to just be here for all of you and to use all the ingredients of my life to continue to be here for you. Thank you. May we dedicate the merit of this extremely long service to all those who are still sick and suffering, those who are trapped and do not know joy. May they find freedom and happiness. May it be so.
May it be so.
So it is my pleasure to joyfully announce that the ordination ceremony of Reverend Rinnon Setsho is concluded. We will now end with the Bodhisattva Vows, after which Setsho will lead the community in 3 vows for the first time at the Hashiki. Please join us afterwards for Setsho's receiving line out by the couches and a wonderful potluck meal. Thank you all.
There's a bunch of kids here who are no longer kids that used to be my Dharma school students, and a few kids that might still be. Can you all come up and sit on the mat here like we used to? We're gonna do the Bodhisattva Vows, the sung version.
You will find the sung version words on a little piece of paper that should be tucked underneath your cushion, for those that aren't familiar.
With the kids.
I vow to obey all the needs of the world. I vow to stand endless heartache and rest. I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live the great Buddha way. One more. I vow to obey all the needs of the world. I vow to stand endless heartache and rest. I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live the great Buddha way. One more time. I vow to make all the needs of the world. I vow to stand in this heartache and rest. I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live the great Buddha way. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning for this very special service. Please, there will be a potluck provided. The food is provided by the Sangha, so we hope you join us in that. And also, there will be an opportunity to write a poem to Setsho and to share that poem with him. So I hope that you all are able to join us with that. No announcements today. You have an announcement? Okay.
You just announce about food.
This is Mike. It's our pleasure to share the lovely repast out there with everyone. One more bit of Zen practice that I was asked to please announce. If you are capable of taking care of your own dishes and all that sort of thing, we will have a station set up in the kitchen where we will ask people to scrape, rinse, and load trays to go into the dishwasher. If you're capable of doing that, please do it. If you're not capable of doing it, please allow someone else to help you and take care of that for you. Thank you so much. Please enjoy.
Please restore the sound.
Thank you.